subscribers, fans, Big Papa Pump here. And first things first, I'd like to thank my patrons, alright? Otak, Cooper Goring, Spawn, etc. Man, you guys have been tight, giving me a little bit of monies every month to play Diablo, to play video game. You know what I mean? Never would imagine back when I was a little duck that Mies would, for one, still be playing Diablo. And on top of that, getting a little bit of monies. So I appreciate that. If you want to become a patron, click the link in the description below. Also, my boy, J Rose, man. He's been very supportive. 304 Savage is his little YouTube name on here. And you know what? Some of you guys just comment like almost every single frickin' video. And 304 Savage is one of them. He always has something good to say about Iceman, you know, always, I don't know, mimicking what I go on about, you know, it's just funny, man. And it makes me pleased that that I do have some folks that are dedicated enough to, you know, to watch my videos and stuff. But he wanted me to shout him out in this video. And I played with him back in the day, man. Echo Barb and Oxy 30. And he was a freaking swole-ass Barb, man. So, man, I haven't seen you in a while, actually. So if you want to hit me up, yeah, let's run some hell together, man. Just wanted to shout him out, though, because he requested it and all that. And, yeah, he seems to, you know, be in favor of my patronage page and all that stuff, too, so. But, I mean, here's my Barb, bro. And I've been, trying out some different gears with this guy. As I went on about my last video, how, I mean, I wanted to put grief on him, and I did. So now I have my grief. I was going Lawbringer and Breath of the Dying. But now I decided to give him my Paladin's Grief, which this thing is 396 damage. This is a hog of a grief, man. So very pleased with that. It was the first one that I rolled this ladder, and it's the only one that I've rolled this ladder. In fact, I might roll another one, because my low rune is in the stash, actually. But I attained a low rune for some piece of shit Paladin shield. So if you guys are playing on the lighter realms, I mean, I went on about this before, and I suppose I shouldn't so much, right? I want to saturate the market to where the shit's worthless. There'll be so many of us trying to trade it. But man, keep an eye out for those Paladin shields, especially the ethereal ones. Now, mine was almost a fluke, I would say, but I didn't put too much work into it. What I did was, I found this piece of shit one, level 18 Royal Shield, I think it was. Or it was the one even before Royal Shield, you know? It only required level 18 to use it, and it was ethereal, and it had 33 all res, so it had shitty smite damage, man, because this is a normal mode item. And I just made a game, Pally Shield, for trade. Some guy comes in, he says, they laughed out loud, and they left. You know, a few of them laugh out loud and left. You know, they didn't want shit. They didn't want that piece of garbage. But then, some other guy joins, he says, what do you want? I was like, what do you offer? He was like, Ist. I was like, I need higher than that. He was like, low. I was like, okay, I'll take low. So I got a freaking low rune for that Paladin shield. And now, I can maybe make another grief if I want. Then I can have one on my Paladin. But I don't like to have, I don't really like the idea of having two griefs. And I've read about this on the blogs and stuff, how two griefs are optimal, man, for pure damage output. But I like having some variety to my build, you know? I like the effects. And as you can see here, grief doesn't have much of an effect. You know, it has some very nice mods, but as for like spectacle shit and spectacular effects, like Poison Nova, it doesn't have that. And massive life leech here. A ton to all your attributes. So Breath of the Dying is kind of cool in that way. But I'm thinking, and another effect, for example, is here. Decrepify cast, Sanctuary Aura, which just beats the shit out of the undead, man. I slap the shit out of those undead beings. So it works out great. Slain monsters rest in peace, stuff like that. You know, cool mods that aren't just catered to pure damage like grief, but I gotta use grief, basically, because it's just so godly and it's pure damage, you know what I mean? But I just don't really like the idea of using two griefs. It just doesn't sound as fun. So, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to make a death Holy shit, look at this. This barb is a hog, man. This is a hog of a barb. I remember early on this ladder when I was really into this barb. I just went barreling through the Worldstone Keep with like some sorceress. They were like, laugh out loud, slow down, because I was going so freaking fast. Look at this, a GG Bone Visage. Maybe, yeah, man, this you could cube socket and get a additional 50% enhanced defense. Damn, that would be pretty epic. But anyway, and again, I went on this in the last video, but you can hold the right click and you just auto attack everything. Oh, good old Ripsaw, man. Look at the open wounds on that. Back in the day, yeah, Ripsaw was pretty desirable. The open wounds is a pretty nice mod on there. But here's what I'm going to do, because I mean, I do a lot of hands-on, you know, experiments with my characters. And I think I'm going to record some of this stuff, man. Like with this barb, for example. The pits are easy as hell, you know. He just storms through the pits, no problem. Just beating shit up. But, ooh, another Bartox. Damn, one of those fell actually a few games back when we killed Bal. My homies and I. Look at that. That'd be nice to find that early in the ladder, because I think I'm going to have an assassin when the ladder resets. But anyway, what I was going on about is, you know, the pits are easy, you know. I mean, these physical characters, if they're well built, like a couple of mine, you know, the Boson, even my Zealer, Smiter Paladin, and this Barbarian especially, they just storm through this shit, you know. It's no problem, these characters just clobbering everything in the pits. So it's going to be a better case study to go and kill the Chaos Sanctuary through and through. Just storm through it and kill it, and then kill Satan. And I can put them all to the test, you know. Holy shit, look at this. 100 poison damage small charm. Yeah, Mies might have to give this to my Amazon. In fact, Grief has negative percentage to enemy poison res, see? So poison res is quite helpful with this. In fact, I've experimented with this as well. The Breath of the Dying Poison Nova, I didn't have Grief on, and I let it cast, and I saw the damage it did to the enemies. And then I put Grief on, and I let this Poison Nova cast again, and it did significantly more damage to the enemies. Because this negative percentage to enemy poison resistance applies to even, you know, set items like this and their attributes, like Poison over here when it casts. So that was epic. So in fact, I might want to consider keeping this on the barb, but I got to go through some of these charms, man. I have so many charms on this guy that I just, you know, it's just a bit too much. And I found this Geeds the other day. It's a junk one for Magic Find. But the gold find on Geeds is really nice, so it's just kind of hard for me to want to let it go now that I have it. But let's just do a quick travel run real quick. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. And I plan on making videos on that. Alright, I'm gonna make a video with me running this combo, Grief and Breath of the Dying, and then Grief and Lawbringer, and maybe Breath of the Dying and Lawbringer. And then I'm gonna make that Death in a Colossus Sword. Or is it Blade? I can't remember which it is. Okay, it's a Colossus Sword, the other one. And I'm going to make a Death in that. And experiment with that stuff. Holy shit, he's just ripping through these guys. Look at this. And another nice thing when you're the Barbarian, obviously, is, especially in this case, where you're slaughtering the Council, you can use your item find. Oh my goodness, look at this, man. I'm on a freaking roll here. Look at this, another unique.
I can't carry anymore.
But anyway, man, this lidless shield is pretty cool. I always like lidless, especially if it has 5 mana per kill. Let's see what it gets. Oh my goodness. Look at the defense. That might be perfect. I don't know. It has 100% enhanced defense. I don't think that's standard. That's a nice lidless. I'm going to have to transfer that, man. Holy shit. But yeah, looking forward to making these videos and comparing these different combos. So I might make that death in the Colossus Sword. And I found an F Colossus Sword. And it's on my source now. So I need to transfer it over to the Barb. And I need to use the socket quest because I think they get 5 max sockets. These ones, of course, get 6. But the sword, Colossus Sword, gets 5 rather. So I could socket quest it. And I traded an Ist, a Mal, and a Paul for a Gull Rune, which was a good deal. Very fast, actually. It's amazing how many people are on the Lighter Realms and willing to just join games and trade at any time of the day, man. You know, I thought it would take forever to trade now that not everyone is on Diablo 2 like it was back in the day, but it's really not the case with US East. Ladder, you can make a trade game, and if it's something relatively desirable, you're going to get people joining it, man. I mean, they join it over anything. It's crazy. Oh my goodness, there's just so many goodies falling all over the place. Look at this hog, man. That's a hog of a crossbow right there. Shit. And what else do I need? I need a Vex, and I got a Vex. How did I get the Vex? I traded a superior mage plate that I found. It had like 9% enhanced defense, and it didn't have any enhanced durability, so it's not going to charge a hell load to repair. So, yeah, I just made a trade gain sup mage plate for trade, and people were joining, man, and somebody gave me a Vex for it. So I now have everything I need for the Death Sword, so I'm hoping to get a good roll, man, because the range is quite vast for the damage. It ranges from like 300 to 385 or something like that, but shit. Good times up ahead, though, with the Iceman, so stay tuned. And I appreciate you guys and your support. And if you want to become a patron, click the link in the description below. Peace be with you.